This is from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle for Tatenda for the higher south chakra, which is your crown chakra. Let me go to guidebook Temple of Truth here for the void position for you. Temple of Truth. In Thailand. Something about your identity causing you to void. Perhaps you try to associate yourself too much, or you try to be relatable to make you feel like you belong to something, to a place, to a group or something. I feel like so that way you won't be so lonely. And that's what causing this void here. And let me go to the next one, thought light code, which is the openness. I think there's a perhaps you're in a life journey that needs initiation in order to open up to something. And this card position is about openness. Something for teaching through love. Love is not just about romantic type. I'm just talking about love in general. It could be any type of relationship, right? Family, works, relationship, and so forth. Perhaps this is a journey for you to release an old idea in order to open up to this love, to expand this love. It's not just even open to love in general that perhaps you've been doing all your life, but I feel like you are like stuck in the pattern of an idea of love. You have hard time expanding outside of this idea of love, and that's why you're having this void issue right from the first card, causing you to have loneliness. You're not able to even have that consistent love without some sort of attention from someone on the outside. So that's the second card is asking you to open up yourself in order to expand further of the idea of love. So that way you're not stuck at that particular, because love is so perhaps fragile. Love is so limited. Love is so conditionally. I hope you hear the word that I'm describing the idea of love for you here. It is not pure. It is not like infinite of love. It's always something so heavy, always something like a burden. It's come from like some form of negativity. It's never really truly love. So I hope that makes sense to you. But let me move forward to the last one. So this card said Akashic Stargate, but it is about integration, okay? Where's that page? Akashic. You need a different path than where you are leading yourself right now. Perhaps you're at the crossroad right after the initiation. I feel like you're gonna need to decide which path that you're gonna take. But you need to be honest with yourself on this journey to discover what is more authentic to you. How do you actually feel inside? Are you still allowing the external part of you to influence your true happiness? Are you still trying to compromise? But I feel like you're involved in some sort of argument, whatever that is, okay, in that you're encountering in your life situation. But arguments come to me, perhaps you're arguing with somebody. I don't know how many. It's more than one that I'm picking up. Perhaps there are two specific individuals in your life that you tend to argue with those individuals. Perhaps you find them to be significant. Perhaps you're trying to prove a point. Perhaps you're like, maybe there's some sort of expectations coming from somewhere that crashing with each other, that causing all those disappointments, fear, and sometimes I'm getting anger out of that. So yeah, so it's not like, are you in a right path engaging all those negativities, whoever you're trying to engaging with? Is this the energy that you want forever with those individuals? I'm not saying there aren't any good time with those individuals, but sure, there's some also unpleasantness with those two individuals in your life. So you need to reevaluate that. How can you be more integrating the love that is mentioning, right? Love needs to be pure. Love shouldn't be tainted by conditioning. It shouldn't be tainted by negative emotions. If you do that, then it's not really love. So I think the whole point is this: you need to look within yourself to see what is the right path to take. Right here, it's just trying to tell you, take the pure side of love to really make you happy, to have a lasting happiness. And I'm just gonna end it here. I hope this is gonna help you in this reading and may you find life from your spiritual guardian. Journal reading for Maddie. I'm going to use the Inner Light Tarot for you. First one, I'm getting the Magician card. Second one is Goddess of Sword. I think this magician know what she wants in life, whatever you want in life, and you want to get it, regardless of how you approach of getting this desires. That's what I'm getting. Even though you're facing rejections, but you're still determined whatever that you desire. I feel like that desire is so, to you, is it's meaningful to your life, and I feel like it's important to your life, so therefore you want that to happen. So let me move on to the second card here. I think you letting the personal growth to escape you. I feel like, yeah, you have some success with your desires, so therefore there isn't much to learn about the truth. There isn't much to learn about your higher self. By achieving those desires, are they actually good for you? And that's what I'm getting. And I feel like you're not getting the lessons that you so need in life in order to help you to have this personal growth. And I feel like you're misunderstanding the personal growth. Perhaps you feel like you don't need it. Perhaps you feel like, hey, what's the purpose of that? But I feel like you're stuck in this so-called conformity or the normalization of how people live in this society. Is there any more I need to elaborate here for Maddie's? Your guardian said personal growth is important. Otherwise, you will stuck in this desire that create negativity for your own self and not realizing how they are harming your so-called your psyche, so-called your soul, and also your heart as well. If you're already experiencing pain in your life, and that's one of the reason why, because of that pain is coming from negativity. This negativity is also created by your unfavorable desires that you're not going to do anything about them in a proper way and also in a positive way. And I'm glad to end here. May you find light from your spiritual guardian. Journal reading for later using the deck inside deck here for you. This one said, don't look at me, avoiding eye contact like a pole. Feels feels like you're pretending to be someone you're not. Perhaps you don't relate to the society, whoever you're encountering in your life, or even people that you already know. I feel like you're just distancing yourself or even pretending that you are nodding or answering something or having conversations, but that is a very uncomfortable conversation to have. And deep down inside, you know that feeling that you're having. Is this the card that I need? The repeat is too much for you. I feel like you're reinforcing your own negativity for yourself. And I think you know it, but you're not identified that as a negativity that can harm your soul energy. And that is a major problem according to your spiritual guardian. That is not the true form of your soul. So why continue to practice such negativities for yourself? It's like on a repeating mode over and over, like you're not going to get any improvement out of that. Why not do something for change? Are you aware your soul is born to have love? Are you aware your soul is born to have light but not darkness? Are you aware your darkness is inherited by generation of influence from your human ancestor? I hope that after knowing this, you will say, hey, I don't want to be like part generations. I want to be my authentic self, not the one that so-called darkness, right? That I'm being inherited with. So I hope that rings a bell to you. Layla. This is the last card, warning, vibes. You know it, you ignore it. I mean, it's like this is already said it clearly. I mean, you know what's going on with your own self, but you choose this type of vibe. Why? Layla, you need to ask yourself, why are you not loving yourself? If the environment is influencing you this way, if people that are influencing you this way, then it's time to look within yourself. Shouldn't you take yourself a priority? Why do you allow those stimulator on the outside of you to rob your own self-love? I think you need to be careful about how you're loving yourself or how you label loving yourself. and making sure that your love is come from the purest form, from your natural soul, since the day your soul was born, not the kind that you're being influenced by in this dark world, not the one that has been so normalized by the humans society. And I'm gonna guide you in here. May you find light from your spiritual guardian. Dream frame reading for Erica, and guide to use the Romance Angel deck for you here. Got 3 cards out of this deck. Calling in your soulmate. You deserve love. Attractions. Well, it's soulmate or just different terminology? It's about Erica dream frame. You have been on dream frame journey for some time. Calling in your soulmate, it's not necessarily calling in your soulmate. I think that your energy needs to sync. I feel like your energy is still need to work toward the unconditional love in order to call in your dream frame. It's not like literally speaking calling in. It's just a matter of when your energy is aligned to your universal love, your energy automatically pull your twin flame closer to you. It's just a matter of waiting for the divine timing that the universe will send that specific destined event to happens in your life. So I think that's what it means here. So it is the affirmations that you need to work on your energy to align to the universal love. Another terminology for that is unconditional love. So you need to still work on how you're conditioning your life so that way you can deconditioning them. Okay. Is there any particular thing I need to say about it? And you deserve love. You are lovables. I feel like you need to work on your self-love here. Is there any particular area that she needs to know about? Attractions. Attraction is about being attractive. You don't need to like particularly over focus on your image. Just be natural, be your authentic version of you. Like, have you learned to express unconditional love in your language? If you have, it so ultimately make you attractive when you become the love. So this type of love shouldn't taint it with your negative emotion in any way. So when I say negative emotion, this type of love shouldn't be our fear, it shouldn't be our worry, it shouldn't be out of anticipation, it shouldn't be out of desperation in any way. When things are naturally attractive, you don't even need to do anything just to be this attractive. So I hope makes sense, Erica. The more natural that you go enjoying your life, the more beautiful your energy become, because when you're enjoying your life, it's really come from love. It's not come from fear anymore. So I hope that makes sense of how you can become more attractive this way. Is there anything else for Erica here? Is there another deck? Just give me a moment. It seems like the possibility another deck is not too clear. This one, this one, this one. What does Erica needs to know from this? This one. Anything else? Anything else? This one? Any more card? No more? Okay, I'm not sure how many cards it is, but let me put this in order so that way I don't mess them up. So focus on your breathing and nothing else, Erica, so that way you're not creating your own reading here, okay? So any more cards? I'm using Guiding Light Oracle here for you. Life force energy, it's time to engage in activity that regenerating your mind, body, heart, and soul. Life force energy, I feel like you need to discern what is serving your greatest good and what is not serving your greatest good. Anything that is coming from negative feelings that are not serving your greatest good, okay? That negative feelings could be come from good thing, subjugations, discriminations, personal preference. Anything else? Those things are not serving your greatest good, okay? So because they tend to divide you, they tend to move you away from love that you so need. So therefore, you need to watch out why you're engaging in certain activities. Are you trying to go codependent on them to make yourself feel good instead of trying to release those negative feelings that you might be having, being triggered by life situation, people, and so forth? But you try to choose some activity to move away from that. But that's not releasing your negative feelings that you so need in order to engaging in this life force energy, okay? That is supposed to align to the universal love frequency. Freedom of choice. Your choices are yours to make. Don't allow others to make your choices for you. If you're compromising in life and knowing that you're doing it and you know that something's feeling wrong and you know that, oh, this is not me, but if I don't do it, I feel like I'm being outcast in that kind of feelings, then you need to really understand why you're doing that, okay? This is like not being offended you. When you're not being offended you, that means you're not practicing that love, that pure form of love to align to the universal love frequency. Dreams. Your dreams might be more vivid and intense than usual. Erica does dream. This is a daydreaming or both. I'm getting both, that you daydreams and you also dream when you sleep. Is there any particular message here? Exactly what it's written on this card. It does not want me to elaborate anything for you. Empathic overload, is time for you to truly honor your highly sensitive natures. So this is like affirmation that you're an empath here. So that is make you more extra sensitive when it comes to other people's feeling, environments, energy. I'm particularly picking up aura. Perhaps she actually see aura or she sense aura. She hear, she see, she sense. So she hear it and she sense it, or it's only. Can you take deep breath, Erica? I feel like you're trying to put words in my mouth. That's not part of the readings. Just focus on your breathing and nothing else, so that way you're not creating the answer for yourself here. So let me try again to channel through your spiritual guardian and see what that is. What is it about aura? You see colors. You do have the ability to see aura. Whatever that colors, whatever that energy that you're trying to translate, I'm not sure you actually translate them or not. I don't like that interpretations, but I feel like you have the ability to decipher them, okay? Whether you're actually doing that or not, I'm not too sure, but that's the message from your spiritual guardians. That you need to honor this ability as a special gift. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Anything else? You have to let go your fear. Fear it's blocking you from this special gift. If you're not able to do it right now because you're blocking yourself from these abilities. I don't know why you fear. Perhaps it's making you anxious and making you nervous. Whatever energy you're picking up from people's, you're picking up people's emotions. People's have a lot of negative emotions. Are you aware of that, Erica? We are growing up in a dark society. We got influenced by all these negative emotions, so you're observing a lot of those and mixing with your own darkness, so you're not even sure if that's theirs or is yours, or if this has happened to be a similar type of negative feelings that's going to intensify yours as well. You need to draw a healthy boundary from this. It's okay to sense, but then you are not sucking in so significantly that have negative impact on yourself. So be aware of that, how you can draw healthy boundary, okay? But you just have to embrace this gift as a gift. If you let emotion to trigger you, that means you has this negative emotion as well. It's time to release it. Might as well take advantage of it. That could be a good indicator that you're having this negative emotion as well. That you need to release it so you can heal yourself. So that way you're not really observing people's negative emotions in this regard. And this is the last card, divine timing. What you are working on now is divinely guided. So you do know you have a spirit guide. I hope that you do. Is there affirmation about numbers? Okay, I'm not picking up an answer here for whatever reason. So you do have a spirit guide. I don't know how many you have, but at least one, okay? So you're divinely guided by this universe. So is there any particular? So you need to trust divine timing. Everything is at divine timing. You cannot desperately anticipate anything in this life, in this dream frame journey. I mean, if it's come to you, it come to you. It does not, it does not. Okay, you cannot ask for it. But the main thing is you're focusing on yourself, on healing yourself, and then of course you need to expand yourself. And to embrace the psychic ability that you're having. Anything else for Erica here? Got to end it for you. May you find light from your spiritual guardian. I'm going to do the full chakra for you, Derrion, the soundscape. Let me go to the guidebook here, number 64, wife adaptability. It's talk about noise, okay? This composition is about noise that you're having. Losing your footing. Perhaps you're rooted in something in your life. It is hard for you to take a chance, even though the opportunity is right in front of you. I think this noise is coming from that footing that you've been having, so-called stability. That's what I'm seeing, okay? And that's what your guardian is saying, that you're so used to stability. Life is too normal. Life is too comfortable. Even though you might have up and downs in your life, that's fine. But overall, it's too stable for you, too normal for you. So therefore, it's hard for you to take a chance to have a different opportunity in your life, even though that opportunity is possible. to help you probably have a different perspective. So let me move on to the next one. It's called the influence card positions. Fortune wheel, luck and white timing, card 23. I feel like there's a white defined timing in your life. It's like a golden time. But the question is, are you seizing that opportunities? And that's where you're stuck. Even though you can change it, you have the timing to change it, but then you miss that kind of opportunities. And that's part of the reason. Is that not part of the reason for this purpose of this card? It's all about influence. So I'm correct about the initial explanation. There's a right timing to do something, and there's also a wrong timing to do something, but you didn't seize the right timing. That's what I'm getting here. I'm gonna have to mute this person here. This is be respectful here. If you don't like what I'm doing, go to other psychic readers. There's no need to be venting your negativity on here to interfere. This person's reading is very disrespectful with this kind of negative energies. It's yeah, I just don't like how people are when they send me so whole bunch of negative energy. I was like wondering why I'm not able to elaborate any further for you. Okay, people are not realizing I do read people's without cards, but I choose to do cards so that way I'm stuck, put myself in a framework not to over channeling stuff. So excuse this person, Derrion. I mean, just people are just so rude this day. They don't have to respect people's, So I just need to draw a boundary here. But let me go back to this particular timing thing here. Do you want? Nothing can do one unless you really. Well, it's not the way of saying there is nothing can. In other words, there is no right or wrong. There is no good and bad. It's just a matter of seizing the opportunity so you can expand further outside of something that you don't already know. So, I mean, if you don't ever go out and try something, how would you know that you never gonna get something rewarding? Never gonna get something good in your life. I think that's what this is about. The influence. I perhaps what it is that is Derrion is under the influence of. I don't like this guidebook here. Yeah, I don't like the guidebook how it is. Can I channel further about this guidebook it's not correct to express it for him. I think it's the opposite of what is written on here. Because is he under influence because of the first card, the noise? I feel like you're being influenced by the noise here. unable to be adaptable. I think you're fixated on certain feeling, the comfort feeling. Perhaps you are fear of something in your life that so therefore it's holding you back, not wanting to change, to be different, to try something, that you never tried before. I feel like yeah, it's come to you, it's knocking at your door. I mean, figuratively speaking, that opportunity, but you can like just go and try it out, or just saying yes as simple as that when that opportunity might be even offered to you. But I'm not saying that's the only way opportunity show up, right? So when you're under that type of influence, then you're missing out something that can actually change your life for better. But let me move on to this last card here. There is a choice position here. I mean, look again, this is the third chakra about speaking, right? Speaking the truth, being authentic you. So I feel like you're holding back your authentic self. So this is about benefactor, grace, and generosity. Let me go to this card number 3 here. Benefactor. Is it the white card? Let me try again and see if there's another card or there's a different card. I was like, why I'm not picking up anything out of it? Is this the one? Can you breathe, Derrions, not to think and not to manifest anything? So that way I can see if I'm getting the white card for you. This one. So it's the wall obstacles. I was like, why I'm not able to pick up anything on that card? Maybe there's too much energy interfering. The other person might have interfering when I'm doing card pulling as well. Due to my mediumship abilities and transcendence abilities as well, because I'm using my ability interchangeably. Sometimes I'm just picking up extra energy interfering when I'm pulling card for you. So just excuse me for that. Let me see the obstacle here. Meant to be choice. It's about choice. You perhaps it's because you desire have set emotion need time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could that be the element are not yet in place for its manifested to be for the highest good for all? Patience is required now. So wherever you're choosing, perhaps there is a higher learning for you, Darians. Like I said previously, there is no right or wrong, but I feel like you're being triggered by this comfort zone, by this fear. So therefore, it causes you not to seize the opportunity to speak about your truth, right? I think you know that you already comment. I feel like you know what's going on. So disappointment you has been experiencing, you're experiencing fear with certain peoples as well, and you're comfortable with where you are, so therefore you wouldn't do anything different for yourself. So I mean that's sad a lot about you, right? Even though you're smart. I have a neighbors. I did a reading on that about people with autism. They're actually quite intelligent, but people tend to express differently. They're not like a not necessarily extrovert type of people. They're more like introvert type of people because they have like an innate ability. They're able to sense something beyond regular humans being are capable of. Perhaps you have some special gift in you, Darian. And I feel like it's just the unpleasantness that you've been experiencing in your life causing you fear, causing you to shut out from this community that you're in. Let's put it this way, because you go about your community with your day-to-day life, so you experiencing negativity, unpleasantness, so therefore you don't want to have a breakthrough out of that, so you're stuck in your comfort zones, with whoever you feel comfortable with, or the environment you're comfortable with, and the way you been interacting that create a old pattern for you, so therefore you kind of stuck in that. At the same time, your throat chakra, where your throat gets stuck, it's hard for you to speak the truth about the way you've been feeling all this time, because of all those unpleasant experiences that you have throughout your lifetime. So I hope you see that in order for you to open up this throat chakra, you really have to go back and reflect on those unpleasant feelings that cause you to get stuck in your comfort zone, that cause you to continue to encourage the fear, for you to seek security, like a safe zone for yourself, you know, and it's not that good to have all those negative feeling from the past where you can pour it out on the surface in order to release them, in order for you to heal yourself. You need to heal yourself with love. You need to heal yourself with positivity, so that way you can gain back your confidence, you can gain back your self-love, so that way you're not stuck in that so-called fear or disappointment or unpleasantness in the past that continue to motivate you to do all those negative patterns, so-called old patterns. So I hope this makes sense. I think you have a choice about all those obstacles, like the wall that you've been through. I feel like you have a choice not to see them as obstacle. I think you do have the choice to see them where you can embrace those opportunity to do something positive about that. So I feel like you need to change the way how you perceive them as obstacle. I think you need to perceive them as opportunity for you to grow in a positive way. So I hope you see the intention about this full chakra reading for you. So I feel like you need to go back and reflect them and to speak the truth in a positive way, not see them as an obstacle, so that way you can open up about what you need to do for your own self. Okay, but of course you need to find the truth, right? Speak the truth through speaking the truth. So I feel like you know that already, Darian, but you just have to connect to why you behave this way, and not doing positively to heal yourself, to release those negativities. So I hope this helped you. I'm going to end it here. May you find light from your spiritual guardians.